can.
Nathan? What's she doing, Nathan? Look out, we're going into the bank.
Okay, quick, grab that pole there. I can't do anything.
Cut the engine, Nathan.
What is it?
Come on, Lewis.
Approximately 7 hours.
What happened?
Can't tell you exactly. A man in his early 60s, about 5 feet 10 inches tall. There's not a lot to go on.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, the head's been hacked off, the arms below the elbow, the legs below the knee. I'm only guessing at the height from the trousers. Quite neatly done, really.
By a surgeon, you mean?
Well, anyone could do it with a hacksaw. Oh, shall I show you?
Thank you, my dear. I'll leave that to Sergeant Lewis.
I do wish you wouldn't call me your dear, Morse.
How does one address a lady pathologist first thing in the morning?
Well, doctor would do.
Well, Doctor, I look forward to your full report.
If I had to hazard a professional opinion, I'd say the Chief Inspector was not a morning person.
Oh, I shouldn't worry about it. He's got toothache.
Need any help?
My mother always insisted I should have a proper breakfast.
Medical opinion would agree with her.
What about you, Doctor?
I could barely manage a cup of coffee.
Huh? No 3rd degree. I didn't get to bed till 4.
We all have our problems.
What kills you in the end? Well, what are you lot here for? Suicide, rape, cattle rustling, illegal immigrants?
Murder, actually. A nasty one.
Decapitation, to be precise. I don't suppose anybody came in last night with a severed head.
You think you're joking? Bloke comes in offering to sell me a fresh chicken. We keep a few hens and I can never bear to kill him, so I says yes. Well, out he goes. Comes back a few minutes later with a bird all plucked and ready. It's only when I go out later to shut the hens up against the fox I notice his one is missing. And I find a bag full of feathers and guts and the head. Beggar's only gone out and knocked off one of my own birds to sell me.
Come on, Lewis. Duty calls.
What kind of people live in the cottages down the towpath? Locals? Weekenders?
You don't think the locals could afford these prices?
auntie used to swear by a clove, you know, sir?
She's still got her own teeth. I'll settle the coffee, Lewis, and plenty of aspirin.
Extra sugar as usual?
And don't forget the aspirin.
There's old Dr. Russell found in the pockets. I was worried about tearing it.
To discuss appearing. For what, I wonder?
Television, sir?
Our studios in Dockland. You watch the stuff. What sort of programs are made in Dockland?
EastEnders? Not that I get time to see it. Maybe one of them game shows.
Meet me at the... can't read it. Something Club in Pall Mall. Does that sound like a game show?
You never know, sir. They use all sorts of ruses.
When someone goes to the trouble of inviting you to an exclusive gentleman's club, where you pay handsomely for the privilege of keeping alive public school manners with dreadful public school food, must be to flatter the subject's vanity. That suit came from a university tailor, didn't it, Lewis?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's assume our victim is a university man. What would flatter the vanity of a university man in his 60s?
Pretty young woman, sir.
Wrong sort of club. Appearing on television in something intellectually respectable.
South Bank show, sir.
Get on to all the TV companies. Find out who invited an Oxford man about 5'10" tall in his early 60s to a London club in the last couple of weeks to discuss a late-night chat show.
How do you know it's late night?
I may not see much television, Lewis, but they don't put that sort of stuff on during the day, do they?
Chief Inspector Morse's office. Yeah, one moment. It's the Moss of Beaumont College, Sir Alexander Rees.
Morse. Thank you. Alex. Yes, it's been ages. No, I didn't know. Well, I don't have time to keep up with all your activities. I suppose congratulations are in order. Lunch? Yes, oh, why not? Yes, I'm free. I'll be there.
Offering you a fellowship, is he, sir?
Knowing Reese, he probably wants free advice on guarding the college silver. I'll leave you to sort out those TV companies, all right?
Right, but
And check on that suit. Tailor-made, we should get the owner's name.
I'll get on to them first.
Oh, and then you can chase up your friend, Dr. Russell. That should give us all something to look forward to.
Chief Inspector Morse.
I am he.
Deborah. Overeducated women. My dear fellow, how long has it been?
Quite a while.
Come in, come in. Right. Sherry?
Scotch, if you've got it. Toothache.
Oh.
All this stuff yours or the college's?
Mine, I'm afraid.
You always were quite a collector, weren't you, Alex?
Do take a seat.
What was wrong with the girl just now?
Oh, Deborah Burns, yeah. Such a pity. Highly gifted student. She's just completed her D.Phil. I supervised her myself, actually.
Will she get it?
Oh, she'll get it, all right. But she was hoping for a research fellowship here. I had to tell her just now that she's been turned down. She took it very hard, as you saw. Rather highly strung. But I didn't get you here to talk about my students.
As Virgil pointed out, there's no such thing as a free lunch.
I'm very concerned about Dr. Kerridge, my vice master. It seemed to me that someone like you who understands the university could make discreet inquiries.
What about?
Well, he took off for London at the end of term and was supposed to be back 4 days ago. I'm supposed to chair a conference on constitutional law at Sussex tomorrow. And he's supposed to be in charge in my absence.
4 days isn't very long.
Oh, he's very punctilious. Untidy in appearance, perhaps, but highly organized. Well, we've checked his flat in Bayswater and his cottage in Thrupp. He's a keen angler. But he doesn't appear to have been there either.
2 desirable residences?
People pay economists vast sums of money in order to avoid taking their advice.
Perhaps he fell in love. Can happen to anybody.
That's what concerns me. Kerridge is not a ladies' man. Quite the contrary. So if he has fallen among bad company, well, we can't afford the scandal.
What makes you think he has?
I had a call from a young man. All he would say was that Dr. Kerridge would be delayed. When I asked to speak to Kerridge himself, the man rang off.
I still don't see why.
But you must realize that my college's reputation is at stake. I appointed Kerridge. It was a good idea. Healed the divisions after my election. He was popular with most of the fellows, except Drysdale, of course.
Arthur Drysdale?
Yes, you know.
I used to.
He has cancer, you know, of the brain. 6 months, I reckon, maybe less. He's gone to Rome. It's his favorite city. One last visit.
What about him and Kerridge?
Oh, they were famous as enemies. I mean, are. Rivals for the Sheldon lectureship, you see. Some people consider it the most prestigious post in the entire university.
Who won?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Which no doubt put you on the road to your present eminence.
Yes, I expect it helped. But whatever the case, if something unsavory has happened to Kerridge, it'll reflect badly, not only on the college, but upon me.
Can you think of one good reason why I should help you, Alex?
Professional pride. Better get into lunch, or it'll all be gone. Come on, come on.
Morning.
I'm Dr. Kerridge.
Mr. Christopher Stoneley is expecting me.
Straight into the smoke, sir.
Thank you.
Nice lunch, sir?
I had an eminent chemist on my left who talked throughout the whole meal about the operation he'd just had on his piles.
Very nice.
And the world-famous mathematician on my right demonstrated beyond all reasonable doubt that the best au pairs come from Portugal.
That's what you go for, isn't it, sir? A conversation.
True, Lois. That's why I prefer pubs. What have you got?
Not much. No luck with the university tailors yet. Those TV people were no help at all. And we're still waiting for Dr. Russell's report.
I've got a missing person. A distinguished economist. It's called Kerridge. He's vice master at Beaumont College. Is he on the list?
Kerridge. No Kerridge. Were you thinking he might be the body?
It'd be convenient, wouldn't it? Let us hypothesize. Let's say that Kerridge is the recipient of that letter. He goes to London. Something goes wrong. A young man calls to say that he'll be delayed. And then we find the headless body in Thrupp, the place where he happens to have a cottage.
Sounds all right to me.
Right. Now, you take the cottage in Thrupp. I'll do the pied-à-terre in fragrant Bayswater. Fortes, Fortuna, do that.
Fortune favours the brave. My school motto, sir.
Look here, David. I don't want to see you hurt.
I am not hurt, Christopher.
Chris, please call me Chris.
Chris, I've had a lovely time, but I must admit to being just the tiniest bit irritated. You've kept me in London when I ought to be in Oxford. I'm still waiting to see the contract for this show of yours.
There is no contract, nor a show, nor a studio.
Then what on earth?
Just a little acting job. While I'm resting, as they don't say in the trade.
I do not understand.
Someone wanted me to play a TV producer. It's the second time they've asked me, as a matter of fact. I was supposed to persuade you about this program and lure you down to the Isle of Dogs, pretending that's where the studio is.
Who approached you, and why?
He didn't tell me his name. But I can tell you what he looks like, though.
Mm-hmm.
The sort who should play old-fashioned headmasters. Tall, fussy, upright for his age. Claimed to be a friend of yours, though he's not wearing nearly as well as you are.
Thanks, Chris. Did he tell you why he wanted you to go through this charade?
No. No, I didn't care for the first one. But you're different.
I must be on my way.
No, please.
No, I'm afraid I must. I believe the person you described to be abroad. If he's not, I must prepare myself. Goodbye. Thank you for my lunch.
The 16:30 service from Oxford due at 17:32 is now arriving at platform 9. is also boarding at platform 2. It calls at Reading, Bristol Parkway, Bristol Temple Meads,